YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Real Good Dodie coming at y'all with another video. Before I get started, I want to say I really appreciate y'all for tuning in my videos. Those who have been supporting the channel since 2021, I really appreciate y'all. I know it's been 2 years. I know we've been still going strong, and we're going to continue to go strong. So today's video I'm going to be talking about is 5 steps to help you with your mental health. So the first step of 3 things you can do is being mindful. So being mindful is being in the moment. So the first step of being mindful is meditation. You can meditate with incense in your room, either laying on the ground or laying on the bed, or you can do it in a meditation class, yoga class, or you can do it out in nature. I personally love meditating out in nature because the reason being is because you can hear the birds singing. You have the sun that's literally on you. You're sun gazing. For those who don't know what that means, it means you're getting your energy from the sun. And lastly, when you open your eyes after you meditate for about 20 minutes to an hour, it's like your whole perception changes. It's like literally like the sky and the street, it just looks a different color, and it's just amazing. Because when you're meditating, you're only thinking about right then in the moment. You're not thinking about anything else. And it's just so relaxing. And it feels so good. So I highly recommend you meditate first thing in the morning, during the day, or at night before you go to bed. Number 2 is prayer. You can find mindfulness through prayer because you're reading the scripture and you're praying. And you're only thinking about the scripture and your prayer right then and there. Because a lot of people, when they're going through hard times with their mental health, they find God. You know, because God will help you get through those times. But you have to believe. You have to pray. You have to read the scripture. You have to know the word. You got to go to church. Like, that's what's going to help you be mindful, is knowing the word and talking to him. Because he will take care of you. And I don't care what anybody says. God has helped me get through my deepest, darkest, hardest times. But I had to be mindful. I had to just talk to him and read the scripture and not think about anything else. I had to give him my undivided attention. And last is journaling. Journaling allows you to be mindful because you're writing down your thoughts and your emotions, whatever you're thinking in your head, you're being mindful. And I highly recommend whenever you're going through some type of whenever you're depressed, or just whenever you just got a lot on your mind, write, journal. I know recently I just got out of a very hard breakup, very, very, very hard. And I was constantly thinking about it, so I had to journal. Because that's all I was thinking of. So I had to let out all those thoughts in my head on my journal. And once I did it, it made me feel so much better because I was only thinking about that right then and there. I was being mindful. My mind was not going anywhere else but on that piece of paper that I was writing. So make sure you meditate, you pray, and you journal. Number 2 is work on your social skills. Because when you work on your social skills, it also helps with your mental health because you're around different types of people. And you never know who you're going to meet. There's a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. I think by Warren Buffett, I believe. And it pretty much helps you influence people and friends through communication. It helps you develop relationships. And when you develop relationships, it prevents you from being awkward. You gain more confidence in yourself, which prevents you from having depression. Also helps you from having anxiety because you're around people and you're vibing with people. So get out there and work on your communication skills and not be socially awkward, because when you start communicating with more and more people, like I said, you're going to have more confidence in yourself, and people are going to, they're going to listen to you, especially if you're somebody that knows what you're talking about, or if you talk about something of value. And that's also going to help with your mental health as well. Number 3 is exercising. Exercising is very important because when you exercise, you're releasing serotonin and dopamine. And those are chemicals in your body that helps you be happy. Just exercising about 30, 60 minutes a day is all you need. And when you run for about 15 minutes to an hour, you're helping your body reduce the amount of stress drastically. Because the 2 common factors of exercising helps reduce depression and anxiety. So I highly recommend, guys, you work out, you eat good too as well, because you also eating good as well can help reduce stress, because there are some foods, that you eat that aren't good that can cause you to be stressed. Especially like if you start eating bad and you end up getting overweight, it can cause you to be depressed because you don't like what you see. But if you eat right and you exercise, that helps you with your mental health. It helps you blow off some steam, especially like, if you're going through, a breakup, or if you get fired, it helps you blow some steam. So I highly recommend you exercise to help with your mental health. Okay? And number 4 is also very, 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 very important. And it's surrounding yourself with uplifting people. Because if you surround yourself with uplifting people, it's going to make you feel good. You're not going to be around toxic people that are constantly bringing you down. Because if you're around toxic people that are bringing you down, it can cause you to have depression. And it can mess with your mental health. I know myself, I've been around a bunch of negative people and it messed with my mental health. I've been in relationships with women that were toxic, that messed up my mental health. But that's why it's very important to be around uplifting people who are positive, people who you can look up to as your role models, who share the same goals and interests as you, that are actually going somewhere in life. Not the type of people that are just like constantly doing drugs and partying all the time. Nah, you don't need that. You need to be around people that are uplifting you. That's what's going to help you with your mental health, because you ain't going to be stressed around them. That's what you need. So surround yourself with positive, uplifting people. It's going to help you with your mental health, because usually those people who are positive, uplifting people have also been through the worst of the worst. So they're going to help you, like I said, get through whatever it is that you're going through. Which leads to number 5 is get help. Go to a therapist. Talk to a therapist. Tell your therapist what your problems are. Your PTSD. By you losing a loved one. Or maybe an uncle or aunt did something to you sexually that they weren't supposed to do. Or you got beat up or robbed or something. Go talk to someone, guys. There's so many people that don't get the help they need. I've been there to where I didn't even want to live anymore. Especially over a female. But then I told myself, like, bro, I got to go get help. I got to talk to somebody. Because if I don't talk to anybody, I'm going to end up doing something I'm going to regret. I've dated girls that have lost parents. And it's sad because they never got the help that they needed. And I know that's something that you're never, ever going to forget. You're always going to be thinking about that parent. But it sucks when you don't get the help you need. It's fucking sad, man. Because usually what will happen is they'll end up lashing out on you. I've been there. Where they're having a breakdown and ended up lashing out on me. There's so many people that have borderline personality disorders, PTSD, which also is a mental health issue. They don't go and get help. There's also people that are narcissistic people that also don't get help. Now, I don't know if narcissism is necessarily mental health. Possibly, maybe it could lead to depression, because usually narcissist people are very controlling and they can end up causing people to lose a lot of people in their life due to the way they act. But yeah, man, you gotta get help. You gotta go and talk to somebody. Stop being stubborn and thinking that, you can handle it on your own, because, I've been living, this amount of time without getting help and I'm fine. No, you're not fine. You're depressed. You're finding happiness in a bottle. You're constantly partying. You're not fine. You don't work on yourself. You don't talk to nobody. You ain't fine. You're not dealing with what's bothering you. You're not fine. The only reason why I'm still here is because of God, because I went and got help. Stop this ego shit saying that you're too good to go talk to someone. You're never too good. And this is why I make these videos, guys, because I guarantee you there are some of y'all that are going through something in life right now, but you're too scared and prideful to go talk to somebody. But it's okay, guys. I just want to let you know that I'm here for y'all. And that's why I make these videos each and every night. But anyways, guys, those are 5 steps to help you with your mental health. Anyways, like, subscribe to the channel, and I'm out. Mwah.